What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Stock Surfing. Today, we are going to be diving into one of the most popular ETFs on the market right now. This ETF has been one of the top performers, and we will comb through all of their best picks and choose our favorites to invest in. If you like these types of videos, please remember to hit like and subscribe. I appreciate all the feedback. You guys motivate me to do this. Let's all make tons of money this year. Alright guys, let's get right into it. In this episode, we're going to be looking at Invesco Wilder Hill Clean Energy ETF, ticker symbol PBW. Let's look at their holdings. So just to get it started, their top holdings are Renewable Solar, Lithium Americas Corp, Daco New Energy, Eos Energy Enterprises, Ormat Technologies, Azure Power Global, Green Power Motor Company, Plug Power, Tesla, Neo. So that's just their top 10. Let's take a look at all of their holdings. I'm actually surprised to see this at the top here. All right, so let's take it off by sector. So now we're looking at the entire ETF. And by the way, for those of you who don't know what an ETF is like buying one share of a stock that is split among all of these. So basically, if you buy one share of this ETF, 3% of it is going to Sol, 3.85% is going to Sol, 2.63% of it's going to go to LAC, so on and so forth. So you can it's an easy way to diversify without having to do any homework. These guys are professionals, and you are actually going to be paying them a little bit to manage this fund, but I really think the profits are going to outweigh that fee. I don't like to invest like that. I prefer to look at these funds, comb through all of their picks, and buy them individually. Now, you'll notice that sometimes they will carry stocks of foreign companies that we can't necessarily buy. Doesn't look like they have any here. So let's just go through the list. This is in percentage of holdings. So starting off at the top, Renewable Solar. I've talked a lot about this company already. I'm actually not even going to get into it. Next on the list, we have Lithium Americas Corp. So let's look that up. LAC. This is their second largest holding. Let's look at the 5-day. Whoa. 1 month, 3 month, 1 year. I like this company. I'm going to add this to my watch list. So if you're sitting there at home doing this along with me, I suggest you open up Robinhood or Webull or TD Ameritrade or whatever platform you use and start making a list of these companies. And I'm not saying you should necessarily buy them right now, but what I am saying is you should put them on a list. Call it PBW ETF, and it'll be split so you can see exactly which stocks are doing the best in that ETF. Anyways, LAC. This chart is incredible. I am adding it to the list. Lithium is very important in this battery craze, so I can totally see this having a great year as prices will probably go up. LAC, Lithium Americas Corporation. Alrighty, next on the list, Daco New Energy. So this is an ADR. I've talked about ADRs in the past. If you want to hear about those a bit more, I did a video or a few videos on Rolls-Royce, and I explained, I think in one of the first ones, what an ADR is, or just generally explain it. Okay, so Daco, ticker symbol DQ. Let's take a look. I did talk about Daco already on one of my previous videos, and I do have some Daco. Looks like they didn't have the best day. Let's look at the week, 5-day. Ooh, solid. 1 month, solid. Yeah, I'm interested. So Daco is added to the list. So if you have a list going, you guys, add it. Hit the little plus sign wherever it is. I'm not making one. I already have a list. But if you're sitting at home, please make this list. So DQ. Daco Energy Corp is a polysilicon manufacturer. Basically, they're making the internal parts to solar panels, and there is actually a solar panel shortage going on right now, and that will drive these prices up. They literally cannot make enough. I'm just going to leave this here for a second. You guys can pause and read if you want. But I'm already bullish on this company, so they are on the list. Next up, we are Eos Energy Enterprises Incorporated, ticker symbol EOSE. Let's have a look. EOSE. So they had a solid day. Let's look at their week. Of course, all these companies are just going absolutely nuts. There have been rumors of a Biden speech in the next week or so that will directly impact these stocks, and I think that this is kind of part of the run right now, why it's kind of just going parabolic. So Eos Energy Enterprises is a technology company operating in clean energy sector. The company operates as a manufacturer of zinc battery storage systems. Okay, so you guys can read that. So batteries, Eos is in batteries. I like it. Added to the list. Next up, we got Ormat Technologies, ticker symbol ORA. I've never heard of this company, to be honest with you guys. I'm learning about it with you right now. So over 5 days, wow, insane month. There really definitely could be a pullback here very soon. But I still think these companies are worth investing in. This is a more expensive one, $115 per share. Let's read what it's about. Ormat Technologies Incorporated is engaged in the geothermal and recovered energy power business. The company designs, develops, builds, sells, owns, and operates geothermal and recovered energy-based power plants. Okay, so this is green energy. Geothermal is another type of energy generation from the hot volcanoes and stuff underground. I know they already have some of these places in California. This could go up insanely if Biden decides to put a chunk of money in geothermal energy. If you watched one of the Biden-Trump debates, Joe Biden did mention that he was going to steer away from oil and head towards green energy. Next up on the list, AZRE, Azure Power Global. I have talked about this company already. Let's look at the 5-day chart. 1 month, insane. 3 months, incredible. Let's read more about Azure. I already had talked about them a bit. What I'm interested about in Azure is they are investing in India, and I just think that's smart. So here's the description. Azure Power Global Limited is an independent solar power producer. It is a developer, constructor, and operator of utility-scale, microgrid, and rooftop solar projects. You guys can read the rest of that. Pause the video. This is already on my list. Add this to the list. I like this one. I pretty much like all these, you guys. GP. I'm kind of looking for ones that people are not necessarily crazy about right now. Plug, I'm not even going to talk about. I said that in my last video. Everyone knows about it. It's not worth the time. So GP, let's have a look at that. Green Power Motor Company. I've never heard of this. Looks like they had a rough day, but over 5 days, we are positive. Over the month, very positive. 3 months. All these companies have a very similar pattern going on. Let's have a look at what they are. Green Power Motor Company Incorporated is a Canada-based company engaged in the business of manufacturing and distributing all-electric transit, school, and charter buses. So this is an EV play in Canada. Not sure how I feel about this. Definitely add it to the list. I'm not sure if I would buy in yet. It's pretty cheap, $30. But I'd have to do more research into this to see if they have any deals or something that I don't know about. GP, put it on the list, but not 100% sure if I would buy it yet. Next up, we have Plug. We know about Plug. Tesla, everyone knows about Tesla. Neo had Neo Day last night, which is interesting. Not many people know that Neo is an ADR. We're going to skip over Neo because, everyone talks about Neo. Sunrun. I own Sunrun. They have been on my list for a while, and they are one of my favorites. If you look in one of my other videos, I show what I have in Sunrun and the gains that it's given me. So over the last 3 months, crazy gains. Over the last year, same. This pattern, you guys. All these stocks are going to trade together. Some are going to do better than others, though. And I do think that at this point, all of these companies, it's like a green rush or gold rush, however you want to look at it. But I do think over the next few months, certain ones are going to start emerging as the victors, and other ones are going to start falling off. I also see some of these companies merging together, so that could also happen. But just keep that in mind. Sunrun has gone insane. They make solar panels. There's tons of info on them. They are actually the largest solar panel, rooftop company in America, especially after they acquired Vivint Solar this year, or I guess last year. So you can read about Sunrun here. There you go. I like Sunrun. I already have invested in them. Next up, Tpic. Never heard of this company. Let's have a look. Alrighty, TPI Composites. 5 days, looking very strong. 1 month, very strong. 3 months, 1 year, slightly different pattern here. Actually, this looks better to me than the other ones, chart-wise. So let's read about Tpic. This is actually interesting. So the argument is that wind power generates a lot more energy than solar power, but it requires more maintenance and there's more moving parts and it's a little more expensive. So there is a trade-off, but I do think that wind power is going to be profitable along with solar. So I like this company. I'm adding them to the list. Tpic. Add it to the list. Next up, Array Technologies. Ticker symbol ARRY. Delisted. Interesting. Well, let's look them up somewhere else. Not sure why they were delisted. It's interesting. Let's look at the 5 day. Looking strong. 1 month looking strong. 6 months. This one is not looking as strong as the others. Let's look at the 1 year. Not a whole lot happened here from before the pandemic to now. We have not seen much gain here. This one, I'm not sure if I really want it on my list. Yeah, I don't know about this one. I'm not so stoked on Array Technologies. Anyways, back to Webull. So Array Technologies, not so sure about this one. It was delisted, but PBW seems to like it. They have over 1 million shares. Okay, next we got Albemarle Corp. Albemarle Corp. Ticker symbol ALB. It's hard to say. Okay, let's look at the 1 day, 5 day. Ooh, solid. 1 month, very solid. 3 months, wow, okay. Just from the chart, I'm adding this to the list. I don't even know what they do yet. Okay. Albemarle Corporation is a global developer, manufacturer, and marketer of highly engineered specialty chemicals. Interesting. Lithium, advanced materials, bromine, specialties, and refining solutions. So lithium is where the popularity is. Like I said before, you can read this about the company, pause the video, Let's move on to the next one. This is added to the list. I like this. Where are we at? Albemarle. Infrastructure and Energy Alternatives Incorporated, ticker symbol IEA. So, you guys, we're still going down the list in order of how heavy this ETF is with these particular stocks. So, as we get lower down the list, the lower percentage is inside PBW. But these companies still drew interest from one of the best ETFs, so there must be something there. So anyways, IEA. Okay, let's look at the 1 day, not so great. 5 day, solid. 1 month, great. 3 months, better. So another parabolic company, IEA. Here's the info. Okay. Wind and solar. I dig it. $22. That's pretty cheap. I'll add it to the list. A lot of these stocks are pretty cheap, you guys. So IEA added to the list. Okay, SQM. Sociedad Química y Minera de Chile. Please forgive my pronunciation. So ticker symbol SQM. See if we can find this. Okay, here it is. So the 1 day, not so hot. 5 days, looking great. 1 month, insane. I like the angle of this. I like this. There could be a pullback, but I like the way that chart looks. Let's read more about it. So, guys, I'm just throwing these companies out there. I'm not telling you to buy or sell or anything like that. I'm just trying to get these on your radar, so hopefully you guys can make some informed decisions and hopefully make tons of money. So, SQM. Yep, SQM is a producer of potassium nitrate and iodine. Okay. So you guys can read the rest of that. Oh, I see something about batteries. Cool. Next up, we have candy. Ooh. I'll be honest, you guys, I don't like candy. We can look at them. What's the ticker symbol? KNDI. I really don't like this company. There is actually a class action lawsuit against them, but it doesn't mean that you can't make money with candy. Yeah, so, wow, almost like a pump and dump. This company, is speculative. It's very cheap. You might make a lot of money with this. Hard to say. It's an EV company. I don't really know much about it. Okay. This one I'm not so interested in. If I wanted to buy EVs, I'm going Neo or Tesla. That's basically it. So this one you can add to your list. A lot of people have been talking about this one. I'm not interested in candy. All right, next up we have Amerisco Incorporated, AMRC. Let's have a look here. Solid day, better week, better month, and even better 3 month, 1 year. Yeah. So just from the chart alone, I'm adding this. Let's have a look, see what they do. Amerisco Incorporated is a provider of a range of energy services, including energy efficiency, infrastructure upgrades, energy security and resilience, asset sustainability, and renewable energy solutions for businesses and organizations throughout North America and Europe. You can read the rest of that if you're interested. Add it to the list. I like it. Next up. Basically, I'm adding all these to the list, you guys. Pretty much, except for candy. So, Livent Corp, LTHM. Have a look. Not so great day. 5 days, awesome. 1 month, insane. Again, you guys, we're seeing a trend here. LTHM, I bet you they have something to do with lithium. Just saying. Okay, let's see. Have a read. Yep, it's a lithium company. So lithium is a major part in these long-range EV batteries. That's kind of what's driving these up like crazy. So these are going to go hand in hand with Tesla and EVs as they rise. Lithium's going to come with it unless they figure out a new way to make batteries. So I like this. Add to the list. LTHM, it's still cheap, $21, you guys. All right, next we got Canadian Solar. I've talked about them before. I like Canadian Solar, CSIQ. All right, we got crazy year, 3 months, 1 month. We've done this already. Canadian Solar is a Canadian solar company, but they do more. So anyways, you can read all you want about them. I've already given them a buy rating. I like CSIQ. So let's move on. Beam Global. I love Beam Global. Let's look at Beam. Beam Global, you're going to have to look at their website. I talked about them a little bit. They basically make like a solar panel that sits in a parking spot that can charge like 4 parking spots, if that makes any sense. It's kind of like a little canopy that you park under that charges your car. Pretty solid idea. They have gone a bit parabolic. They had a pretty good dip the other day. When I made my first video about this company, they were actually at their all-time high right here. The next Monday they dipped. I bought a little bit, and I'm very happy with where I'm at. This company is just getting started. I love Beam. Definitely a buy for me. Go look up their website. It is very, very interesting. I like Beam a lot. Next up, Wilden Group Incorporated. WLDN. Wilden. Okay, let's look. Wilden Group. So when you start seeing boxy charts like this, you guys, to me, that just shows low volume. So keep that in mind. I don't like low volume because, it's just not my fit. It's just hard to make a sale or. So low volume, keep that in mind. But the chart is red hot. That's from, what that's from. Have a read. Wilden Group Incorporated is a holding company. The company provides professional, technical, and consulting services to utilities, private industry, and public agencies at all levels of government, primarily in California and New York. Well, we know California and New York are going to get a little boost from the old president soon, especially with green energy, so I like it. Low volume, so keep that in mind. This could be a long-term hold that might start picking up quick. Okay, but add to the list. Next up, we have, scroll down, American Superconductor Corporation, AMSC. Yeah, superconductor, not semiconductor. Not so great day, but over 5, great. Over a month, insane. So this is the same chart we're seeing over and over again with these companies. And I know it's hard to buy stuff at the top, but you could have thought the same thing here, same thing here, same thing here, and you'd be up every time if you would have bought, a little dip, but you it comes back. So expect a little dip here. Just expect it. AMSC is a provider of megawatt scale solutions. Wow, okay. So you guys can read that. I like it. Solar power plants, blah, blah, blah. Wind farms, I like it. Add it to the list. Volume not super high, but twice as much as that last one we just saw. So it's all right. Workhorse Group. Okay. I'm not going to look up Workhorse. We know all about Workhorse. I'm not so into Workhorse. I like other EVs more. Next up, F-Cell, Fuel Cell Energy. We've talked a little bit about this company. I don't own any shares, but I wish I did. They have been having a monster week, month, same as the rest of the companies. You can see that chart that repeats itself here. Good volume. This company, I think, is a buy at $15. I like Fuel Cell. Let's have a look. The company name says it all. You can read this if you like. Alrighty, Fuel Cell. Next up. First Solar. I'm going to start skipping over the ones that people know about. First Solar is a big solar company. I've looked at them before. Let's just do it very quickly. First Solar had not so great of a day, but their week's been okay. Month, yep, looking good. First Solar, looking like it might dip, honestly, just looking at their chart. But, you know, you have to remember that 4 of these last 5 years were under an administration that was basically put a hamstring on these guys, kind of slowed them down. So you can go ahead and read this. They're a solar company, very simple, straightforward. Next up, Maxion Solar. I've talked about Maxion Solar. I do own Maxion Solar. Maxion Solar produces the most efficient solar panel on the market right now. They used to be affiliated, and they still are affiliated with SunPower. I think it's SunPower. But recently, this is a fairly new company. Let's see. They're only a few months old. What is this going back to? So let's look at the last 3 months. They're only a 3 or 4 month old company. They are in Singapore, which I do like, and I like Singapore. I think it's a cool city. This looks like everybody says, cup and handle. No, but I like Maxion. I think this company is going to boost. Add them to the list. Xpeng, XPEV, we all know about them. I like them. Not as much as Tesla and Neo, but I still like them. They're not, I don't have any, I don't own any though. Next, Ballard Power Systems, BLDP. Had a solid day. Wow, week. It's been awesome. I like it. Let's read about it. Add it to the list. Cheap. It's only under $30. These are all fairly cheap. What's the market cap? Over 8 million. I like it. Canada-based proton exchange membrane fuel cell. I don't even know what that is. I'd have to do a lot more research into this to try to understand it. I do have a background in electrical, but this is a little bit over my head. But chart-wise, this thing's red hot. I like it. Add it to the list. Next up, we got Itron Incorporated, ITRI. No idea what they are. Not so great day, but you guessed it. They're having every single one we've looked at, you guys, through this ETF has just had a solid, run up, since June or so. Insane. Itron, let's read about it. You can pause it, read about it here. Next on the list, we got Quanta Services, ticker symbol PWR. Okay, we got, what do you know, you guys? It's been having a crazy good year. I like this chart more. It's not so steep. Makes me feel a little more confident about it, the way it's been growing. Can read all about it right here. Let's move on to the next one. Next up on the list, we have SunNova, ticker symbol NOVA. I do own some SunNova. I bought them around the same time that I bought my Sunrun, but unfortunately it did not do nearly as well. I got it for around $10. We're at 50 now, so it actually is, 5x'd. So I'm not complaining, but it didn't do the 9x like the Sunrun. Besides that, solid year. I have invested in this company. It's another solar panel company that does mostly homes. I like it. I think it's a buy. Next up, we got Universal Display Corp, OLED. This company makes OLEDs. Surprising. Which are organic light emitting diodes, which are very efficient lights, basically, that they use, I think, in TV screens. Yeah, okay. So here's some more about them. Let's look. I'm just going to go straight to the year. Solid year. I like it. I'm not sure if I would invest in this, but I do like the chart here. Next, we got Lordstown Motor, ticker symbol RIDE. I'm not going to get into them. There's tons of info on them already on Lordstown. Another EV play that I would skip because I'm more interested in Neo and Tesla. Enphase Energy is next. Ticker symbol ENPH. Not so great for the day. Over 5 days, we're looking good. Solid year. Enphase is batteries. Photovoltaic is solar panels. So here's the info. Go ahead and read it if you guys want. Pause it, read it. We're going to move on. Bloom Energy. This has been getting some attention from some other YouTubers. Let's have a look. Ticker symbol BE. Very solid looking chart. Okay, fuel cell technology. Go ahead, pause the video and read it. I'm bullish. Add it to the list. I like BE. $34, good price range. If I were you guys, I'd be buying long-term options on these that expire at January of next year, like a year out option. That's what I'd be buying if I were you. Next up on the list, let's scroll down. Advanced Energy Industries Incorporated, AEIS. Decent day. 5 days, we're looking solid. 3 months, 1 year. Very strong chart. I've never heard of this company, by the way. AEIS is a provider of engineered precision power conversion, measurement, and control solutions. I like it. I like this one. I'm going to add this to the list. Yeah, okay. Next up, MYR Group. Ticker symbol MYRG. Okay, so not so great on the last day trading, but on the last week we have saw it's a nice little pullback. It's gonna be ready to jump up again. Okay, I like the chart. This one looks like it's, it might have another dip. There might be a market-wide dip on Monday and Tuesday. There's been some news of the current administration opening up conversations with Taiwan, which could anger China, which could bring this whole sector down, which is great because I'm already way up. I'm ready to buy some more. So let's, we'll see what happens. Let's have a read about MYRG. Okay, the company through its subsidiaries provides specialty electrical construction services. They're looking pretty hot. I mean, chart's looking good. Add it to the list. I'm not sure if I'd put any money here though. Next up, Jinko Solar, ticker symbol JKS. So I do have some Jinko Solar. The reason why anyone else have a problem with the auto spelling here when you try to look up a stock? Jeez. Okay, JKS. So the reason why I invested in this company is because through my limited research, I saw that I think they're the largest solar panel producer in the world. Don't 100% quote me, but I think they are. There's a shortage in this industry. This company, though, they've been going a bit, a day trader's dream, really, or a swing trader's dream. But, yeah, I think they're going to beat this all-time high. I bought an $85 call that expires in, June or something, I think, in 6 months or so. I think by that time, there's going to be a huge solar boom in the northern hemisphere. Obviously, that's our summertime. I think it will eclipse this recent high right here by that time. So, yeah, they make solar panels. Yeah. Next up, we have Cree Inc. Ticker symbol CREE. Never heard of them. Let's have a look. So this is a LED company. Let's look at the last 5 days, 1 month, 3 months, 1 year. Cree, I'm not sure about this one, but the chart looks great. Add it to the list. I'm not sure if I'm going to chip any money into here, though. It's just not really my style. Next up, Solar Edge, SEDG. All right. Solar Edge is another solar company, obviously. Let's look at their 5-day. Wow, 1 month. Wow. Yeah, they've been having a pretty solid year. Not affected much from the pandemic, which is cool, which is interesting, actually. So they're on my list. I like Solar Edge. I'm not sure if I would buy them just because they're a bit expensive. I prefer having a lot of shares. It's easier for me to justify buying it, I guess. Next up, we got ARKK, ticker symbol FUV. I think I've heard of this. Okay. So I've made a video before making fun of the three-wheel EVs like Solo, Electromechanica. I think that's a joke. This is the one that I like. Not, well, Arkimoto, yeah. Okay. So I'm not really into Arkimoto, I guess. But I do like Aptera more than that. I think that's interesting. A completely solar-powered car. Yeah, that's cool. So, oh no. Okay. Esco Technologies, ESE. Let's have a look. $110 a share. Low volume looks like. Very low volume, 93K. When you see these boxy charts, you guys, that means there's low volume. It means it's volatile and it's going to be hard to sell. But it looks like the volume's been picking up, well, towards the end of the day. 5-day chart. Wow. Okay. Yep. I'm not interested in this. It's just not enough liquidity for me. You can read about it if you want. Next. Oh, no. Electromechanica Vehicles Corp. Solo. I am not going to show you this one. I actually bought puts for this and doubled up when it hit its highs around 13. It's a three-wheeled car. It looks like a joke. I hate this idea. I'm sorry, you guys. If you're a Solo bull, I'm really sorry. I'm not trying to offend you. I just think it's pointless. I think it's just not worth it. So I'm going to skip them. Next, Gentherm. Ticker symbol THRM. Let's have a look at their chart. Wow, good looking chart. Pretty low volume still, but I like the chart. Let's have a read. They are in the automotive industry. I'm not interested in this one. This one I would not put on my list, but you guys can do whatever you want. Next up, we have Woodward Inc. Wwd. Let's have a look. So you guys remember, as we're going down this list, you have to remember that this ETF, they only have like very, very low percentages in these companies. So basically don't let the 1%, these ones that I particularly don't like, don't let that turn you off buying this ETF. Because when you buy this ETF, you are putting your money into all of these companies. So Woodward Inc. Okay, let's look at their 5-day. Looking good. Not much volume. 3-month, 1 year, 5-year. I like it. Whoa. Okay, so changed my mind. We're barely back from where we left off before the pandemic. Let's see what they do. Motion control, aerospace. I like the sector. I'll add it to the list. Not sure how I feel about it yet, but I'll add it to the list. Woodward. Next up, Renewable Energy Group Incorporated. Reggie. Let's have a look. Not a very good day. Minus 5%. Ooh, awesome week. Month, year. I'm assuming it just goes all the way up. Oh, yeah. Great looking chart. There's the info. You guys can read it. Pause it and read it. I'm going to move on. I like this company. Add to the list. Power Corp. We kind of already talked about them. I'll take a look. This company goes hand in hand with Maxion. They have the most efficient solar panel on the market, and they're still relatively cheap at $29.30. Good volume. I like this company. I would definitely put this on your list. Looks like we just had a nice dip here. We could be ready for a nice little bull run coming up. So, SunPower, add it to the list. I like it. Let's go. Okay, Fisker. Not a big fan of Fisker. I'm just not really into Fisker, guys. Like I said, with the EVs, there's only a couple that I'm actually into. So, take that however you want. Fisker, yeah. Okay, next up, Air Products and Chemicals Incorporated, ticker symbol APD. Never heard of it. Have a look. Okay. Whoa, okay. Okay. Whoa, what is this? Is that really from? No, that's okay. It's only for a few months ago. Pretty volatile here. Volume kind of low. Let's see what this company does. It's a little too expensive and a bit wild. Not sure if I'm interested in this stock. You can add it to your list though, you guys. Not me though. I'm not going to buy this. Next up, QuantumScape. Ticker symbol QS. I like QuantumScape. I don't have any, but they've been on my list for a while. I wish I did buy them though. Minus 8% could be a little buying opportunity. I think this company is going to have a massive week next week on January 11th. Yeah, these guys are going to have a great week. Oh yeah. I'm bullish on QuantumScape. I like this. I'd be buying calls right now if I were you guys. This was a SPAC just recently. But after the merger hit, look at that. Boom. I just like batteries. I like batteries right now. That any one of those is going to just go up just with the rest of the market. So, I like that. Next up, Flux Power Holdings Incorporated, ticker symbol FLUX. Ooh, looking a little boxy here. Not into that. Low volume. 18. It's cheap though. $18, $19. Chart looks good. Little hot to touch. Whoa, look at that. Okay. What the heck? This is. I don't like seeing stuff like this. Especially that. Let's read about it. Battery systems. Okay. A lot of these companies could have been a bit early though, you know, like this was a great idea, but they were just ahead of their time. So, you know, this could be now that EVs are picking up, this could be their chance, you know, kind of like Bitcoin. How Bitcoin was way ahead of its time and it dropped so low. And now look at it. It's doubled. It makes, if you look at the Bitcoin graph now, it's actually pretty funny. It makes the old spike like look like a little tiny nothing. The chart just dwarfs the old spike in 2017, 18. Crazy. Next up, not into Flux so much. Broadwind Inc. BWin. Okay, let's have a look. Feeling they're going to be wind power. Let's see. Okay, not a great, cheap. Not a great day on Friday. Volume is okay though for how cheap it is. Okay. Yeah, I like the chart. Looks good to me. See these I don't like, but you know, like I said, it could have been before its time. Could be like Bitcoin. Clean tech. I like that. Okay, added to the list. BWin. Next up, we have getting close to the end. Sweet. SPI Energy Co. SPI. Photovoltaic, so that's solar panels, in case you guys are wondering, for business, residential, government, and utility customers. So all ranges of solar panels. Chart looking a little funky. This company could just be getting started. I'm not really sure if I'm into this though. I don't like charts like this. I could be wrong though. This thing could just completely explode. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. 888. That's kind of lucky. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, and last but not least, we have IRO, formerly Drop Car. Okay, so this is an EV company. Okay, I that's where I heard about it. It's one of those EV plays. Wow, what the heck? So if you would have, could have had an awesome week. Yikes. I don't like this. Nah, I'm gonna stay out of ARO. Not to say that this company isn't gonna make any money. You guys could get rich off of this. I'm not sure. This is just not my style. So yeah. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's the whole list. Hopefully you found something you like. I will be doing more of these. Next, I will go over one of the other ETFs that's doing solid. Maybe I'll do one of ARK Invest's or TAN ETF. So let me know what you guys want. Leave a comment. Tell me what ETF you want me to go over next. We'll go through each one, look at all the holdings. Obviously, I'm not going to look at an ETF with like hundreds of holdings. This one's on the longer side. But, leave a comment. Tell me what you want me to look at, and we can go through it. Right on, guys. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I appreciate you guys watching. Stock Surfer signing out.